When we arrived home, my wife left me strapped into the baby seat in the car while she unloaded the groceries and the packages from the baby boutique. I grew bored and fell asleep waiting for her to come get me. When I awoke, she was carrying me into the house on her hip like my mother used to do when I was little. She put me into the playpen which she had purchased at the boutique and had set up in the middle of the family room. I was thirsty and asked my wife for something to drink. She returned a few minutes later with a baby bottle full of formula. When I protested to her that I wasn't about to drink from a nipple, she told me that I was a baby now and that was all I was going to get to drink from. She told me she was going to call Paul and see if there wasn't something he could do about my age. Paul came over to visit me an hour later and smiled when he saw me standing in the playpen. My wife went into the kitchen to get him a cup of coffee and left us to our conversation. He asked me how I felt and nodded sagely when I told him how my wife had reacted to my rejuvenation. I demanded he call the police to arrest my wife for assault and unlawful incarceration. He shook his head no and said I should be patient, he would take care of everything. When my wife came in, she handed him the cup of coffee and kissed him on the lips. I was shocked. I had no idea that my wife even knew Paul, much less was having an affair with him. Paul told me that what had happened to me hadn't been an accident at all, that he and my wife had planned the whole thing from the beginning. He said he had switched his name for another copy of mine before he put them in the coffee cup. Paul laughed as he described how he had forced me to be the test subject to further their plans. He explained that he had met my wife at a singles bar and it had been a month before they knew who each other was in relation to me. When Gina rushed to the lab after my change, Paul had pretended that he didn't know her. Paul told me that my wife had concocted a plan to regress me to a 6-month-old baby so I wouldn't be in the way, but he had talked her into turning me into a 2-year-old. He told me that he now believed it had been a mistake to turn me into a toddler and he intended to fix the problem immediately. I heaved a sigh of relief as they put me into the car and drove directly to the lab.